at the age of 21 to be a two-time Olympian and a world record holder, I would just like a little bit of respect. Just a little bit. You guys can have all that other stuff. People really think that I'm standing here today because of my followers or because of how I look. It blows my mind. People who have been my teammates, who have watched me die every day at practice, believe I'm standing here today because I have followers. Because I'm light-skinned. I can't control what color my skin is. I can't control who presses the follow button. But I can control what I do on that track. And that's the thing that doesn't get the respect, and it blows my mind.
Okay, so you saw this video on Sydney McLaughlin, the Olympic champion. She's really upset because she has surprised. She has haters. I graduated from the University of Kentucky, just like Sydney. I've been following Sydney's career. I'm very proud of her. Also, I happen to used to be a track coach. I'm a big track enthusiast. In fact, just the other day, I had a conversation with Ronnie Baker, who's actually one of the fastest men in the world. I think he'll be the world's fastest man next year, or he has a shot at it. And he's actually defeated Trayvon Bromell, the world's fastest man. So I'm big in track. I love track and field. And let me just say this. Okay, so this isn't really me talking to Sydney per se. I will speak to Sydney, but really I'm speaking to you. Let me give you a little lesson about haters. First of all, let's start. We can acknowledge that, yes, you have to acknowledge that there is a light-skin privilege that does exist in America. There is a privilege that comes with being famous. We know these things. But what we also know is true is that Sydney McLaughlin is, without a doubt, one of the greatest track and field athletes in the history of this world. Not just the greatest at this time, one of the greatest ever. I mean, she's broken the world record, I think, 2 or 3 times. The girl is bad. I mean, bad on top of bad. If you're not following her, you got to follow her. So it really broke my heart to see her this upset about this. And I'm assuming that she's going to grow into her role, right? She's 21. She's going to learn some things. But let me tell y'all a little something about haters. Haters are going to grow the more successful you are. Also, haters play a little game with you. They play a game where they say because they know that nobody's perfect, they find the areas where you're less perfect, or any area you have doubt, or any area that they can poke at, and they'll deliberately ignore all the great things you've done to focus on the thing that either you didn't do right, or something that you couldn't control, or something that it hurt your feelings or whatever. And their game is to see if they can make you blink, if they can get into your head, right? And get you to forget about all the great things you did because you're focusing on the flaws. And this starts with the fact that the biggest hater that you have in your life, 9 times out of 10, is the hater inside the mirror. You look in the mirror and you say, well, I'm not good enough. Who do I think I am? I'm not better than anybody else. Why am I See, that hater is the one who lets all the other haters in the door. It's kind of like a virus. You know, they talk about the virus can let other viruses in. That's why they were talking about the worry about getting that shot. Dr. Christina Clark actually said that. I don't know if that's true or not. But basically, the hater inside of you is the one who lets in all the haters that live outside of you. Right? So in order to deal with the haters on the outside, you got to deal with the haters on the inside. The hater on the inside is the one who tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that you who the hell do you think you are? And I want to encourage you to confront that son of a bitch. And I want you to let him or her know that, yes, I'm not perfect. Yes, I am flawed. Yes, I have made mistakes. Yes, in some areas, I don't even know if I'm always good enough. But guess what? But in addition to that, I'm a hardworking person. I am a good person. I do my absolute best to be my best, and God is not through with me yet. And that is why I have become so successful that I've attracted the attention of the haters who want to focus on my flaws. So what I would say to you is the same thing I would say to Sydney. I don't know Sydney McLaughlin, and maybe one day somebody will pass this video on to her. There's a couple of degrees of separation. If you know her, share this video with her. Girl, you are extraordinary, first of all. We know how hard it is to be a 400-meter hurdler. Anybody who doesn't know track and field knows that in order to run that event, even to be like state champion or, city champ, you have to train your ass off. Now, to be a world record holder, that's some outer space shit. Like that's some whole other, no other human being has ever in the history of this planet done what Sydney McLaughlin has done in track and field. So, at least not in that event anyway. So all I'll say is, you got to work through that. The haters are never going to go away. You're always going to be light skinned. You're always going to be popular because people like you. And those are not things to be ashamed of. And I hope that Sydney understands that for every one person who pokes at her, there are 1,000 people who love the shit out of her and admire and respect what the hell she's accomplished in her life. And that even that one hater deep down, let me tell you a little secret about haters too. They kind of admire you because if they didn't admire you, they wouldn't spend so much time chasing you down trying to hate. Pay attention to that. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins. Have a good day. I got to get on this airplane. Love you. See you soon. Peace.